Okay. Tomorrow is fill day, and I don't mean the person Phil. I mean, we are gonna be filling over here tomorrow. Yeah, and right now I'm just getting everything ready. So why don't you just walk with me as I get everything staged and cleaned and ready for tomorrow. Most everything is cleaned, but I need to do a few more things. So I'm flipping you around, and we're doing POV from here on out. All right. All right. Grab some coffee real quick. What's that? Kind of weird. Okay. Okay, our area right here is all cleaned up. Put our little attachments up. It's our vacuum, our very powerful, massive vacuum that we can use to make sure everything stays clean and fresh. All right, so let's see here. This is where we'll stage things. Okay, let's go ahead and put this hopper on real quick. I want to go ahead and sanitize my hands before I put the hopper on. Find that in food production, everything is a game of how can I minimize my OCD today? And I don't just mean me, I mean anyone that's in it, because the last thing you want to do is get someone sick or contaminate a product because you could have rubbed some Purell on your hands, right? Okay. Let's see here, there's the hopper right there. This hopper makes it easier for anyone filling to add product back in. Now, we do have a system that is set up to, there we go. We have a system that is set up to feed product automatically via a convey line, but it's not working right now because the PLC that drives the system has been eaten, right? And that eaten right now is having all kinds of problems. So we're using the hopper. All right, and that's just the way it's gonna have to be. At least for a, I don't know what you're seeing right here, but it'll at least be that way until the PLC gets fixed. Okay, got this guy, just little thumb screws right here that we're nailing down. You can't see inside the hopper right now given this POV, but trust me, it's beautiful. All right, hopper is on. That is what we will shoot product in tomorrow when we get to going. This is a little taste of our line right here. So the all-fill feeds, we put stand-up pouches at the all-fill. There's a foot pedal right there. Product will fall into, sorry, you can't even see this. Product will fall into the pouches. The pouches will go here. You know what? Why am I even doing this? Let me just show you what it's gonna look like. Okay, let me just show you. All right. So tomorrow you can see the actual bag, but today, use one of these plastic ones. All right, forgive me. I don't know how to make sure that I'm always pointing what I'm pointing at here with the current mount I have. But okay, all fills this bag, right? Okay, open the bag up, hit the little foot pedal right here. Grab that for you to see. Just a foot pedal. Boom, hit the foot pedal. Okay, this is our sealer. You run the bag through the sealer. Oh, hits the IQ jet. Puts a couple lines of code on the IQ jet. Now you've got a permanent bag, but is that bag okay? Is there anything wrong with it in the inside, i.e., is there any metal fragments? Put the bag on the metal detector, goes through here, and if it dings, it's not good. If it doesn't ding, if it just goes straight through, then you got a clean bag ready to sell. And that is the process right there. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and stage this area. This was what went on the hopper. I took that off though. It will stay there generally when we're feeding the system with these convey lines up here. Can you see that? I don't think you can. I'm gonna stretch so you can kind of see it a little bit. And otherwise, we won't use the hopper. Now sometimes you might see videos, again, apologies, I'm touching certain things, you can't see it. You might see videos of a hopper on an off-fill being used, being manually filled. That is because they are not using a convey line or any way to automatically feed the system. Okay, they're just dumping it in there manually, which there's nothing wrong with that. Definitely not gonna hate on that at all. I'm just telling you, we're not trying to do that because it's more intensive, it's less efficient. So over here, that's a box filler. That's what we're gonna use to fill some bulk boxes. All right. Okay. Put that rag right there. Go ahead and do one more clean off on this guy. Yeah, one more clean off. Get some bags ready to go. Those are gonna be our bags right there. You can't see them. I'm sorry, again, I don't know what you can and can't see because I'm not used to filming this way. Let me wipe the table down real quick. This idea of narrating to you everything I'm doing while actually trying to be productive, I'm not good at it yet. So just maybe, give me a little grace. All right, maybe don't make fun of me too much. Hurts my feelings. Hey, there's the Clorox. There you go. That spray. One more good old-fashioned wipe down, baby. Wipe that thing down, baby. It's kind of funny when people say baby after things like, it makes it a little bit like more casual, but at the same time probably a little bit weird. Like, who are you calling baby, you know? Who the heck are you calling baby? All right. Again, we got our staging table clean. Look at that, look at that. When you're dealing with green powders, dust can be an issue. One thing I will do, kind of looking back so you can see that, one thing I will do before I leave is I will cover that hopper with a bag because I don't want anything getting in there. I don't want any little creepy critters deciding they want to make a little home tonight in their little hidey hole. That is the last thing I want. Again, when you're doing this stuff, you think about food safety all the time. It is always on the mind. All right, get one of these bags. Probably looks kind of awkward here on camera, and you know what? It actually is awkward in real life. So there you go. Sometimes the movies do come true. All right, where's that step stool? Okay. Grab this step stool. There you go. Put this guy right here, cover that up. And we are good to go on the hopper overnight. Okay. One thing else we'll do is we'll cover this little guy right there because, again, it's a little, oh damn it. A little hole coming in there. We got actually a couple zip ties, so we're okay. There's a stand-up pouch. I saw a zip tie just a second ago. Where is the zip tie? I had a few of them down here. Now they be hiding from me. They're taking me lucky charms. Oh, there's some zip ties. Hey. U-line, always using U-line around here. Okay, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Get this guy sealed up. All right. Okay. Tight enough, it's sealed. All right, I feel good. I'm feeling really good. All right. Table's clear. It's a mess over here, okay? I'm sorry. Don't know what to tell you about that. It just is. All right, this is good. This is beautiful. I mean, this is a beautiful little line. This is a beautiful little production line we have going on. It really is. You're hearing me take it all in for a minute because this has been a long time coming. Believe it or not, it is hard to get this kind of stuff here. It's very hard, but we have it here, right? Okay. Let's put some Yeah, let's stage some boxes or some patches. Okay, I'm not gonna show you the patches, even though you probably can kind of see them. You know what? Actually, no. I just realized those are, well, we can cover them. We can cover them. It's fine. What's pouches right here? Kind of see those. Don't look too hard because that's the secret surprise for tomorrow. I have some tape. I do have some tape, but I think I have some tape. I know it's a mess over here. It will be clean eventually, okay? It will all look really good. It will all look really, really good. Until then, we're just gonna put one of these bags over here. Okay, again, we cover up stuff with bags. All right, scale. Next thing is the scale. We do need the scale. All right, little educational instruction for you here. Don't know why that's there at all. I'm gonna move that. Hold on. I'll get back to the little education. 1 second. This guy right here, this is a Mettler-Toledo metal detector, and it's a great piece of equipment. Phenomenal. Mettler-Toledo, they are inspection masters. Okay, you want to get something inspected, whether it's to see if there's a debris in there, i.e. X-ray, or to detect metal. These guys can do it. Another thing they can do really well is check weighing. So check weighing, one thing the FDA gets pissed off about, you know, let's say I'm gonna put 8 ounces in a pouch, which that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow actually. Okay, well, if I give you 8.1 ounces, the FDA says, fine, I don't care, that's great, do that. If I give you 7.9 ounces, they're gonna come put me in jail. All right, they really will. So this is a great filling apparatus. It's really, really good, but it doesn't always perfectly do exactly what you want. There is a error tolerance. Okay, so even though my auger rotations in here might be 10.5, and I can get, say, 8 ounces of powder 9 times out of 10. Sometimes I'll get 8.1, again, no problem, but sometimes I'll get 7.9. Okay, so say I got a 7.9 ounce pouch right there. I was gonna grab one to give you an example, but forget it. I've got a 7.9 ounce pouch right here. Put it on the sealer, all right, fine, good. Print the lines of code on it, good. Put it on here. There's no metal in it, okay, but it's 7.9 ounces, I don't know that. All right, well in that case, we would upgrade to a check weigher metal detector combo. So it will say it's either got metal in it, it's either doesn't weigh enough, or none of those things are true, it's fine, and it keeps going through the line. But if either of those things are true, it doesn't weigh enough or there's metal in it, it will reject it. And so that way you never run into an issue where the FDA says, hey, Mr. 7.9, I'm gonna take you to jail. Right, so in our case, because we don't have a check weigher right now, let me just tell you something, by the way, Mettler-Toledo, this metal detector, very reasonable, $20,000, okay, fine. If you wanted to add the check weigher option, just a little scale in there, what do you think that costs? Well, you could double the price of the metal detector. You still wouldn't be there. Heck, you could triple it and you still wouldn't be there. $70,000. That is what it costs to add a check weigher option in there. We said, no, we will weigh these things. We will make sure that our tolerance is high enough that we never go under, and we end up having to give away product, which is fine. We'd rather give away a little bit of product and not have to buy the check weigher. Damn, I almost ran into this thing. You can't see it. Then pay the extra $50,000 for now. Eventually, yes, we will eventually get the check weigher. But for now, our little baby scale will be fine. Okay, all right, bags are fine here. Tomorrow I will bring some baby wipes. Here's another little thing why. There's another little reason, little tidbit for you. When we fill on this thing, there's gonna be a little puff of dust that comes out. Now we'll hook a vacuum up here to remove that, which is called fugitive dust. This little sneaky dust, this vacuum over here will remove this dust, and you will limit the amount of dust that puffs up whenever you hit this foot pedal right here, okay? But there's still gonna be a little bit, all right? That little bit of dust, it gets on the bag and it doesn't look good. right? So we will have some baby wipes here tomorrow to clean those off. That was my wife's idea, my brilliant wife's idea. All right. I feel like I'm being listened to right now. Like someone's listening to me. I'm in some caves, so maybe that's just par for the course. All right, bags there. There's my scale. I'm missing a extension cord, but I do have those guys plugged in. Sealer, IQ Jet. I'm gonna go grab the extension cord real quick. See if I can find it. There it is. Perfect. As you can tell, there's a rock formation around here. It's because we're in some caves. All right, back in here. This is kind of fun. It's kind of fun doing this. Okay, let's now plug. No, I don't need to plug this guy in yet. I'll leave him right here. Got our extension cord for tomorrow for the scale. Good. Wrap this up. You know, a lot of times people see this stuff and they're like, I don't want to know how the sausage is made. But I'm telling you, it ain't that bad. All right, the sausage being made here, I don't want to call it sausage because it's beautiful green powder that you're gonna love. Well, I'm not trying to sell you anything, but I am trying to show you some stuff. All right, let's see, put that over here. Got my little screwdrivers. This is all you need to run an entire plant. Just kidding. All right, oh, you know what? Let's bring this over here. Okay. We got bags ready for tomorrow. There's other bags over there staged. Yeah, a little bit of powder fell out of there. I'm gonna vacuum that real quick. You know what? I'm just gonna vacuum it real quick. Won't take but a second, okay? Just everyone quit getting their shorts in a panty. All right, it's worth it. All right, let's start this production off clean. Okay. There's our little insane vacuum system that I love. Put this guy on. Okay. See if we can get under there. There we go, big boy. There we go, big boy. Atta boy. Okay. All right. That's all there is to it. Off. I'm trying to, show you where I'm going so you can see everything. But, oh gosh, damn it! There's product over there. Can we reach it? You know what? We can do it. I just saw a little more product. I want to get it. I want to get it real quick. I just think, let's start this bad boy off right. Okay, let's start it off well. Oh, this guy isn't even hooked up at all. Well, I guess that'll be my job. I guess that will be my job, won't it? Okay. Put you in there. Once again, dude. Freaking getting to see how no, never mind. Not gonna say that. Golly. Those fittings on the end of here, they do not want to go in the first few times. I know if anyone is watching this, there's like 20% of them that are making jokes right now. Okay? It's okay, I get it. Let's get that little bit right there. All right, vacuum back on. Okay. There we go, big boy. There we go. And that cleaned up. All right. I think I should just get this just to minimize the chances of it falling, you know, whenever I take this. All right, that's good. Look at this shit, dude. Ew, gross. All right, I don't know what that is. A little runoff. All right. Let's wrap this vacuum up. Okay. Golly. Maybe what I'll do is make one of the guys, like, their job is just gonna be to put this fitting, put the vacuum on and off these different attachments until this rubber fitting at the end until it's good, you know, because I don't want to keep doing it. It's gonna drive me crazy. It's definitely gonna drive me crazy. But I guess just gonna have to deal with it. Just gonna have to deal with it, whatever. Alright, I'm fine. Is anyone watching Friends and Neighbors right now? I don't really watch shows, but actually, funny enough, my neighbor recommended it to me. And it's really good. Like, it's kind of like a casual version of Billions, maybe? I feel like that's actually a terrible description. Not a good description, but it's the first one that came to mind, so maybe there is a little truth there. All right, that's covered up. That's covered up. Fairly clean area. 200 daily reach. What does that mean, calories? All right. Oh, by the way, this stuff right here, this is what's used to clean. It's organic, and you use it on food contact surfaces. Sanitizes it, and it can stay there. Some of you are probably like, "Oh my gosh, it's just sick. What are you doing?" You know what? All right, you try it. You see if you can do it. All right. Sorry, being unreasonably aggressive there. No need for that. Okay. You see why I vacuumed this thing. Throw this away. All right, I'm gonna pause this for a second. Okay, not sure why I paused, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this open. Getting a real bird's eye view of the cave here. Okay. All right, I think that's gonna do it for today. Nice, all right. We got everything kind of thrown away. Take our little box filler manual, put it right over here. It's a good spot for it. We're gonna need a trash can for tomorrow. Let's start with this little wire guide. Loud. All right, we ready? You ready for tomorrow? Scale, bags. Oh, you know what? Whoa, almost fell. We do need tape. We do need some tape. We can get that tomorrow. We can get that tomorrow. That's a 23 by 7.5 by 9.5. That's the box we're going to be putting it in tomorrow, our finished pouches. Okay, well, might as well just leave it here for now. That's a snorkel, by the way. I mean, it's a scissor lift, but that's the brand is Snorkel. It's really good. I was driving around earlier, and I mean, I guess that's it. There's no more to the story. It was over here, and I drove it over there. Okay, well, I guess we'll call it good. Kind of made our area ready to go. That's a 55-pound dumbbell, basically. So we will call it good, and we'll see you tomorrow.